walk as the board gets owned. Welcome to Dad's Drafts, your new homegrown.
Hello good people and welcome to another episode of Dad's Drafts. Now let's get right into this traditional draft of the Edge of Eternities. And now as you can hear, I'm still a bit under the weather. I will try to keep the annoying sounds to a minimum, but it's also somewhat beyond me. Anyway, thank you for joining me, especially my 2 new subscribers, which seem to have liked my guide on the new Spider-Man set, the best commons and uncommons. And if you also like that one, or if you didn't watch it yet, feel free to check it out. Now, if you have any feedback for me, as always, please do let me know, because I'm eager to learn. And if you like what I do, of course, feel free to click some buttons, because it helps me out. Alright, well, that was a 6-minute queue. Let's see what we get to work with. Now, I do like the rare here, which is the Biotech Specialist, which is very fun to work with, but unfortunately I'm not going to first pick it, neither am I going to go for the Servon Dam or the Assembler. I do like all the blue cards and things. It is a strong pack overall. Now, if I go Assembler, I commit myself to playing Artifacts, which is pretty much also just picking 2 colors already, but I think the Trooper goes well into any deck. The question is, there's also a difference in what I prefer to play. I do prefer to play blue over red, but we're not passing very strong red cards, so maybe taking the Trooper is a better sign, so that the person next to us will go into blue, and hopefully we will get rewarded. Well, there's another Trooper. Containment has been okay. I've sadly enough noticed that it's quite often difficult to have an artifact laying around. I found out that the hard way, by the way. I'm going to take another Trooper. I mean, if you curve out, if you play this on turn 5 and you emptied your hand, it's absolutely amazing. But it's probably the best in red-white. Now, speaking of red-white, there's a Banishing Light. It's also this Evangel. Of course, you don't have to be in red-white for the tap thing, but there's more payoffs in red-white. Also a Wayfarer, but I think I cannot pass on a Banishing Light. Though Pangolin is also just fine, but I think we'll see more of these, and I don't know if we will have many artifacts. Okay, so there's a Plasma Bolt, which is pretty decent. Reroute Systems is very good, but I am not too sure if we will actually go into white. There is a Gigastorm Titan, which I like to call Giga Chad, which is very good. But I think I'm pretty sure that I want to be in red. So I'm going to take this Plasma Bolt. Now for those with a keen eye, you might say, wow, what happened to all your gems? This is actually my other account. This is the actual Dad's Draft account, which I never bought any gems on, which, you know, there is a reason for it. Wow, this is a very mediocre pack. Don't think I want to go into blue. I don't think we'll go into artifacts. Don't really care about any of these. I guess I'll go for the Colossus. There might be a world that we still end up in red-green with differently named lands, and then this will most often be a 3-drop or 4-drop. But none of the red or white cards in that pack really impressed me. Anyway, the reason that I have 2 accounts is because I did some kind of research about land draws compared differently between accounts where you did buy gems or you did not buy gems. And of course the thought is, what is a company out to get? It's your money. So I would think that if a company knows that you're a spender, they will give you a disadvantage in the draws so that you will most often flood, and then you will eventually buy more gems. Okay, there's a Landseeker System Override. I don't think this is really the deck for it. Green seems reasonably open. I'm going to take this Landseeker, but Still not sure what our second color will be. Germinating Worm is also very good, of course. But I'm definitely going to play this Landseeker, and I'm not sure if I will play the green card. And this is a very decent one. I mean, if we actually go to play Fungal Colossus, we can use this to find some random off-color land that we put in. And of course I wouldn't mind a spaceship or two, just to be sure that we get to empty our hand. I think we want to be on the aggressive side of the deck. That is a way to get tapped creatures. Also an orbital plunge, by the way. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Saw Ship. Still not sure what my two colors are though, but I like the red that we're getting past. Oh my goodness. There's a Gene Pollinator. I do like the Bruntar, but maybe the Gene Pollinator is the better pick. Could also go for this land, simply for the Colossus, if we actually get more of them. But considering these packs, I think white is not going to happen. Wow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that green is open enough. Now this was our opening pack, so someone actually took the red-green rare, but that doesn't mean that they're actually playing it. There's the Pangolin, which is a fine 2-drop with the lander tokens that we're getting. Our top end looks pretty decent. Now what we want is differently named lands for the Colossus if we pick up more. But of course we need mostly 2 and 3 drops. It seems like our top end is pretty solid already. And maybe a cheap spaceship as well. Should also keep in mind the sideboard, of course. Okay, so a lot of good cards, but not in our color. Harrier, Fate Maker, Plasma Bolts. Yeah, nothing's really going to pull me into other colors. Yeesh, it might have to be the Plasma Bolt here. We don't have enough artifact creatures to make the Silencer any good. No, I think I'll go for the Fate Maker here. It's a solid play. Oh, Intimidator. Oh, Scoutlander. I like both of them a lot. I think it has to be the Scoutlander. I think it fills the void that we need. It makes us tap our creatures for the Trooper, and it helps us ramp, and if we want it, also fix mana. There's another one. Yeah, I'll take it. I assume that one of the Landseekers or the Wayfarers will come around. Now there's the Colossus. So the plan is just going to be big boys, and hopefully we'll be able to pick up some off-color lands, either for the Scoutlander to get. We can just put in a swamp and plains and whatever. I think it works to make the Colossus very cheap, but also of course the other named lands. But we're kind of light on 2-drops and on removal, so I think I want to prioritize those. Yeah, I'll go for the Bruntar. We will have some ramp, so hopefully we can get to this soon enough. We just need to find ways now to stay alive in the early game. So let's hopefully draw some more 2-drops, maybe another Pollinator. One might wheel, because we saw one earlier. Don't think I need any more 4 or plus drops. This is interesting. I think it could work. We don't have a lot of, well, we do have the spacecraft, by the way, yeah. Tanuk could work. It's interesting that it's actually open, so someone took the red-green rare and is probably not playing it, because otherwise they would take Tanuk. Or the red-green rare got very, very far, so it means that we could almost had it. Yeah, this is looking good. Just 2 drops and removal now. And differently named lands optional. Because if you can play these for like 3 or 4 mana, I think it's amazing. Even though they're just big beefy boys. Yeah, removal, I'll take it. And now I think I need 2 drops. Simply to have something to do in the first few turns. Don't think I care about the override. I'll just hate pick it. No Gene Pollinator came around, unfortunately. Oh, there's the Pangolin. Love it. It won't be very strong in our deck. We don't have a lot of ways to get artifact triggers. Like, we have land tokens, a few of them, but if you play this on turn 2 and then the, what is it, the Wayfarer, you will not have the mana to put the counter. So we need 5 more cards. I think we will get there easily. Mechan is interesting if we go multiple colors. Acolyte is sick, but we cannot go into double black. Yeah, I'll go for the Mechan. This one is okay, but look at our artifacts. It's like 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Now we're committed. So this is a land, which does help. But either Moxide or Sweeper might be better. I think it has to be the Moxide. If this comes around, I will take it. Well, it is a land that's not giving us a downside, so maybe we should pick the land. No, I cannot take the risk. I do like the Orbital Plunge, also like the Crasher and the Burst, of course, but Plunge is what we need. Now there's a bridge. There's also another Colossus. I'm going to take the Colossus. It's unfortunate that we will not be playing the Engineer because it's very good. Hope the Stinger or the Command Bridge comes around. Intimidator is amazing. It's exactly what we need. So we have enough playables. All that we could use now is just some lands or maybe 2 drops, so that we could get rid of maybe the Plasma Bolt. Yeah, I'll take another Relations. Mechan is very good for us. It's another Wayfarer, which is very strong. Don't think I care about the burst that much. Not going to play the Mechan, so I'm just going to put the wings in the sideboard. Yeah, unfortunately the land didn't come around. We are very creature heavy. I'll take the burst. Excuse me. So I do need to do some cutting here. And I'm going to do the land thing here. The question is, what do we cut? I don't think we need the dragon. Mechan will be good, I think. I hear some noise coming from upstairs, so I think there's a kid coming downstairs. Okay, I was correct. Now let me sort out the mana situation. I'll just put in some random lands because we are going to need them. So we're 5 colors, but we're not actually 5 colors. Now I need to cut 2 more cards. Because we are at 17 land, and I think we're going to need it. Wayfarer Relations. Maybe a pangolin. I hate cutting. I'm actually not good at it. I'm not sure how good the Fate Maker is. We have nothing with the counters. We'll just go like this. Okay, let's see how it goes. We have some stuff in the sideboard now. Of course, the dream will be turn 2, play a random card. Turn 3, play a what is it? The Scout Lander thing. Get all the colors that we need, and then just play cheap Fungal Colossi. I would like to play first. Yeah, this is okay. We have nothing that gets us the dream, of course, but we have ramp and some things. So it's just going to be Mechan and hopefully draw some action before we get to our 6 drop. I've had multiple times with the burst that I expected the creature to also get hexproof. And once I casted it, I was like, oh no, wait. It doesn't. Interesting. Seems like a solid play. Maybe he's mono artifacts. Oh no, he's not. So there's the Colossus. So all we need now is to top deck our Scout Lander, and we can live the dream. Okay, that's not a Scout Lander. Guess we'll just attack for 1. But hey, we can play Colossus next turn, so it's not that bad. Yeah, and he'll attack for 2, of course. Next turn he'll attack for 4. I mean, he is doing the stuff. So let's just play a blocker and hope that we can return the favor. He is killing himself every time he plays something, but I think it's a very good card. Colossus is going to die, I fear, but then we have the Bruntar, Saw Ship. Maybe it's enough to finish. Okay. He's going to deal more damage to himself. Wow. So we take 6. I would like to keep up the burst, but then we have nothing to play. I'm very surprised that he doesn't attack with the sweeper, by the way. Drawing all the lands. So, I mean, he's not going to block with it, right? I think. Or he has a way to return an artifact. Yeah, I think he does. And we'll probably hit something playable with the Bruntar. Now also the Saw Ship is of course something that could finish him. But we're going to take 5 again. Can make 4. This land becomes 3/3 whenever the creature attacks, but opponent can it's still land. Okay. Okay. So let's play a mountain first, simply so that we get the Bruntar trigger. That is interesting, but not very good at the moment. Yeah, this is good for us because it also untaps, so it lives. He gets quite the damage. Now we can just play the Mechan. And now I think I'll just double block the Land Seeker. Now the Mechan of course is not very good, simply because it's very expensive to activate. But with the Wayfarer, okay, so I think the Bruntar is dead. Wow, it's actually not. That's crazy. So we might be able to kill him here, I guess. Depending on what he has, of course. So he can crew up the kill ship. Okay. So yeah, I think we win. Flying has 6/5. He has nothing against the flying. Yeah. Okay, so we won the race. So that's good. Did we have anything that we should have in there? No, I think we're good. So, Saw Ship actually did it there. But the opponent gets to go first. Yeah, this is good. Intimidator first, of course, because it's good anyway. I'll just keep up the Moxite. Though I must say, it seems like we are not in need of more lands. So I could also just Moxite right now. We're definitely not in need of more lands. I think he's going to go for 2 lander tokens actually, because on this board I think a 4/3 will hurt him a lot. Okay. Well, then I assume he's going to play something with 3 power. What? Okay, well, I guess we're racing again. I'm fine with this. Now, whatever survives here next turn, I hope both, but I don't expect both. Oh, now we could just play the whale. Oh, but this is still looking very good for us. We cannot kill it, but we have the burst and we have the Moxite to maybe find some kind of removal spell. Saw Ship is decent. Let's just get rid of one of the mountains and see what we draw. Ooh, Scoutlander is nice. I want to use my mana anyway, so either I use it for the lander token, or I use it to kill his only creature and keep my board full. Seems like he has something for the... yeah, well, it's still fine. He keeps killing himself and we get to deal damage. I best go for the land, because I can also sacrifice my lander token, which I will. Man. He has an interesting deck, but this Ancient Tomb, it has been damaging him so much. Okay, so we almost would have had lethal with the Saw Ship. We don't need any more green. We'll just find our... okay, well then we do need more green. We have all our lands. Why would you attack, dude? I mean, be my guest. There's the 2-mana Colossus. It's actually going to be very good here. So now we actually have lethal, I think. Yeah. Good game. I mean, 2-mana 5-drop. It works. What can I say? Now, first win in the pocket. Let's continue, and I do expect as always that the further you go, the more difficult the games will become. But I like what the deck is doing so far. Alright, so I would like to play first. Okay, this should be fine. It's not amazing. But with the Gene Pollinator as fixing, unless he kills it, and potential ramp, I hope that with Scoutlander action we can get to a lot of mana soon. And once we've played both of them and the Trooper, we can just keep emptying our hand. Have tapped creatures. Okay, this is unfortunate. I do need another land. We are playing 17, so the odds are of course in our favor, but okay, well I guess it's going to be Moxide then. Whoops. Excuse me. I think we get rid of the Bruntar. No, we get rid of the Saw Ship. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Okay, okay. Well, thankfully he's also not going too aggressive. Okay, well at least we can go Scoutlander now. We'll find a forest and a mountain. And that will be our turn. Now, is it hot? Absolutely not. I feel like we are going to endure some damage before we get to a better stage. But we have 2 troopers. I wonder how it works if you have to. Okay. Do we plunge that? I don't think we. I think we must play the Scoutlander actually. Man, this feels so bad. Man. We're taking even more damage than I had expected. Yeah, he can have the lander tokens. Well, no, he cannot. Goodbye, Pollinator. So now we have to do some very unfortunate things. Yeesh, come on, deck. Yeah, I don't think there's any way to get back from this. I mean, like the half of our deck is lands, I guess. We don't have a board wipe. We don't have another removal spell. All we can hope for is to get a big enough blocker on the board. Oh, yep, this is just bad luck. Let's see, we cannot sideboard anything in against the opponent. He's playing red-blue artifacts. We don't have any artifact removal. And I think we're just dead here. Doesn't really matter anymore. Yeah, I mean, let's bring it again. Okay, well, I would like to play first, of course, and we're going to need it. I'll keep this. Hopefully he will let us make some lander tokens. Gene Pollinator not amazing. We're missing our green, of course, but I'm not going to mulligan this. If we get our lander tokens, we can go Colossus. If I play the pangolin, I'm pretty sure he will not let me have the tokens. But a 4-3 for 2 is good either way. I just hope to find our green swords in some point. Excuse me. Okay. Please give me them lander tokens. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So at this moment the 4-3 is all we have, and we can attack with it a few times, but we need to draw land in like the upcoming 1 or 2 or 3 turns. Preferably a green one, which we have 7 of, I think. Okay, that's very good. I think it has to be the Wayfarer. Yeah. Curve out is not great, but at least we drew our forest, so there's still a chance. Opponent's hand is stacked, by the way. We have to find our 5 drops. And something for that. That is unfortunate. Guess we're taking 4. Could also trade the Gene Pollinator for the Titan. Maybe that's best, if he even attacks. I don't think he will attack, otherwise he would probably not have played something before combat. So let's just find an off-color land, like a blue, or doesn't really matter. So we could have 6 mana, which doesn't really help. Let's just go with this one. We're not in a place to attack just yet. But I'll just keep going, finding different lands, hopefully survive for as long as we can. I might have to sacrifice this in his turn after blocks. But of course he has some kind of destroy spell or whatever. That is an annoying card. Ooh, that is big. I must say these mountains, by the way, don't look like mountains. They look like plains. Yeah, he can have 2 lander tokens. So next turn he's going to shoot 3 damage on something, which is quite big. I'll get a black, I guess, or white. At least the 5/5 can beat his Nebula Dragon. But I would still like to draw a land so that we can double spell. Okay, we can still double spell, but it's not going to be hot. Wonder if he has a counter spell. Four, so it currently costs 6 to gain 3 life, draw a bunch of cards. And deal 3 damage to anything. But I think the Land Seeker is going to die here. We have no other way to find the plains, unfortunately. But at least we have still decent blockers. Relations is very, very good. I think I have to keep that up. We can with the Gene Pollinator. Yeah, that costs 6. I think I'm going to use the Relations at some point. And now let's just hope to at some point maybe draw some lands here. It is very annoying. Maybe I just go Relations now. He didn't know, he doesn't have a counter spell. If he had a counter spell he would have used it before. Now I'll just let him go to some kind of attack and then, you know. We can take 4 here. And to be honest, he might have bigger threats than the Nebula Dragon. Okay, so that's Tanuk gone. Seven, 7. I didn't expect much from the Snook anyway. Maybe now we can do some kind of attack and then finish him with the Saw Ship. Wow, this is interesting. Okay, so Scoutlander will help us, but we cannot attack anymore. If we attack with the Colossus, we can use the Mechan, which might be good enough. I assume he's just going to take this. But if he double blocks, I'll just kill the kill ship. Or if he blocks like this, I will just kill the kill ship. Doesn't make a difference. Ooh, it's lands. But okay. Alright, I'll just let him make a 4-3. It's not too bad here. And now we'll just build out the board. We have 6, 7, 8 mana. I guess we'll just go Scoutlander into Colossus. We need to keep some blockers behind. Yeesh. Guess we're taking 9. We just need to put as many blockers on the board as possible. We cannot go Colossus into... Man, those Mechans might actually be killing us here. I think we're pretty much dead here. Yeah, it's just coming a bit too slow here. He can pump some stuff. We have to make some unfortunate blocks, and then all we have is the Bruntar plus the Saw Ship. And we go to, like, what is it, 3 or 2 or 1? Yep. Well, what can I say? We could top deck the Orbital Plunge, but let's be honest, our opponent has a good functioning deck. Yeah, I think we're just dead here. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, strong stuff. I mean, the first game was just a loss that I think we could have won with the without the land draw problem, and this one I think we couldn't have won anyway. So maybe if the first game we didn't have the problems, we go to a 1-1 and then we could still win, but I don't think we. I think this just happened, you know, happens. Yep, this is good. I think pretty much any time you see a Gene Pollinator in your opening hand with a forest, you can just keep it. I think this one has a very high in-hand win ratio in opening hand. So I think my opponent agrees. Next turn I think Scoutlander. Find some of the colors. Don't care about 2 damage. Ooh, that is interesting. Would like to get a kill spell for that. But maybe it has to be a Land Seeker. Yeah, I think we just have to do it like this. Five natural colors, I mean, you must admit, feels good. If he has a trick, it's going to be very painful for us. Okay. Would like to draw our Colossus at some point, especially now because they're only 2 mana. Yeah. We're going to take some damage here, but we're not going to block the Land Seeker anyway. Next turn we can just pop the Mechan and kill the Land Seeker. Of course we'll station this or attack with it first. It's just unfortunate that we didn't see any of our first picks, the 5 red dudes. Whenever you have your 2 tapped creatures, discard your hand, draw 2 cards. That would have been great. Predator is very painful against us. Now come on, give me something useful. Okay, that is useful. I think I want to keep up the Mechan during his turn. I think we are currently in the defensive position, unfortunately. We have some great things that we can top deck, but also probably the opponent, yeah. Very happy that he does this, by the way. Kind of surprised as well. Maybe he forgot. Diplomatic relations is interesting. So maybe we can get rid of the Predator somehow. There's the Trooper. I would like to draw a card here, so let's just go for that first. We cannot kill it, so I might as well go for a, well, second time, so it won't happen again. I think it's still the best, just to thin out our deck. Wow, that actually happens? Oh, yeah, that still happens, okay. So this needs 7. Man, it's raining very hard. I'm not sure if you can actually hear it. So I think we can still get there. Man, this rain is crazy. I'm sorry if you can hear it, it's very loud. Oh, that is annoying. We have to kill that, I think. More than the Predator. I guess the Colossus is going to die. Well, we have the Trooper, so... Okay. Becomes a 6/6, so we could block that. So I guess we'll just use the... like this. And we can attack for free, and if he gives something... if he pumps something with the dude, we can just block it with the saw ship. Interesting. Yeah, I thought so. Slight miscalculation from the opponent. If he top decked a removal spell, that would be very, very painful for us. Okay, so I think we're chumping the Stinger. And now we get to play the Trooper and actually draw some cards. Okay, well, that was unfortunate for us. I don't think there's anything I want to change. If I had some of these Siege Ship impacts, so what is it, the 2-mana green destroy target artifact or enchantment, I would definitely play it. I think I would mainboard it actually. Man, this cough. It's going around again. People everywhere here are getting sick. Yeah, I'll keep it. I mean, it's not amazing, but we have the Mechan. We have a cheaper Colossus if we actually get a green source at some point. That's a strong play. Wish I had that one. That is not something that I really like. Next turn Trooper, I guess. We can attack with a Mechan. I could discard my hand, but I'm not going to just yet. No, thank you. I think I have to go get rid of these two, actually. Man, that thing. 4 mana, 5/7. It hurts. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to hurt. We need to find an answer for that, especially with the trample and the first strike that it will have. Activating the Mechan is too expensive now. We'll just do what we can. Maybe it will just be blocking, taking some damage. At least we can block the Scoutlander, but we just need to find a forest here. Maybe it was a bad keep. It probably was. Yeah, the first strike is going to be killing us here. Oh my goodness. Where are all the lands? At least now we can double block, but we're about dead here. He just gives trample. Yeah. Man. Yet again, very unlucky with the lands. And I don't think we can draw anything that can get us out of this hassle. Especially not that. Oh, man. Okay, bad keep. My fault. Should have just mulliganed and go to at least find one forest. Okay, last game either way. Let's at least try to snatch a win here. Ooh, now we don't have any red. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, well. I'll make the best of it. Please don't let me be all flooded again. If the opponent had a good hand, which it looks like, I don't think there's much that we can do here. Hopefully draw some, okay, different lands. Maybe the turn 4 Colossus will help. But I don't expect it to. Okay, I'll take it. Might be very relevant damage right there. Now I assume there's removal spells incoming, which will be very unfortunate. But having to go down to 5, that just I think that was the icing on the cake for the opponent. Yeah, why not? Okay. It is at least something. What do we get rid of? They're both very annoying. I think it has to be the Tanook. Mostly because with the lander token he will draw more cards. And this is a target that we can more easily kill with other things. Yep. Wow, opponent has no lands. We, on the other hand, do. And now he'll have a 6/6. So yeah, maybe it was better to kill the gene morph thing, but I wasn't sure. Man, that stupid predator. Yeah, that's not going to help. Oh well, you know what they say, you can't win them all. First match, things were very much in our favor. These last two matches, I had to mulligan low, I kept a bad hand. Wow, why is he not attacking? I'm just going to do this to thin out my deck. And maybe we can have the... that's like the worst thing we could try at the moment. I was going to say... maybe we can... what is it? Shuffle the artifact, which is cheaper with the lands that we have on top. But we have to chump here, which is terrible. Yeah. My goodness. Why doesn't he just attack with everything? You should attack with the Predator too, man. And with the Gene Pollinator, because he could just sacrifice the lander token. Well. Yeah. That's just good game. Nothing we can do with this. Unfortunately, didn't go too well. I did like the first match, but after that it went pretty much downhill. One time totally mana screwed the other game. Maybe the bad keep, but you could also see that with this last game the mulligan didn't actually make it better. Simply because I had green, green, white, something else, but no red, or different way around, I think it was. And I chose to mulligan, and then I had to mulligan to 5, which was also pretty devastating. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you liked what I did. I hope to see you next time. Peace.
Grab the card, shuffle dreams in the palms. Dad's drafts roll heavy, we bombing like psalms. Stacks on the table, strategies to flex. Running these lines like counterspell checks. Dad drafts in the zone, pulling rares from the throne. Mana on the stack, magic seeds we've sown. From poppers to planeswalkers, the board gets owned. Welcome to Dad's drafts, your new homegrown. Welcome to Dad's drafts, your new homegrown.